everybody. Hi, it's Monday night, and we are live here on Digging Life. I am Ambient Girl Diggs, and I got the one and only Squeak and Bill. They are here tonight to be my co-host. Joe is his schedule's crazy at the moment, guys. We might not see Joe for a couple of weeks. We need to
I know
rescue
Joe's
him.
pain. Trust me.
Oh
I
my
know his
gosh, yeah.
pain.
Your work schedule has just started picking up for you. You're in craziness. These 12, 15-hour days are insane. So, everybody, just say hi to Joe just in case he shows up. Let him know that we're still thinking of him. We'll see him out here again eventually soon, I'm
We're just
sure.
keeping his seat warm.
He is. That's right. And the best people to do it with is Bill and Squeak. Check it out. We
Indeed.
had. That's right. So sorry for the little late glitch here. Just before I was about to start, we had a little bit of a computer error with my computer. I kind of had some sort of weird little glitchy thing started, and I had to restart and do a bunch of other funny stuff. So if I disappear, I will be back, and Bill and Squeak will entertain you until I get back.
If Nancy disappears, we're going to play a game called Names for Nancy.
Oh no. Oh no. I hope I don't disappear. I can imagine what will happen there. I am just trying to fix my pop out screen here so we can start saying hello. Squeak, you want to help me out here today?
Yeah.
Who do
Let's
we
see.
have here?
We're going to pull a Bobby.
Yeah, do a Bobby. He's in the chat.
First of all, we have Nancy.
Ta-ta-ta, that's me.
Imagine that. We have Nancy.
For now, I'm here.
We have Anthony, Brooklyn Treasure Hunter. What's up, brother? Got Donnie in the house.
Dawn.
Estes Clark. Haven't seen that name before. Awesome.
Yes, this
Welcome.
Clark, yes.
Deej just popped in. What's happening, Deej?
Hey, Deej. I know you just had a premiere. I want to check it out, too.
We've been trying to pack up, getting ready for work tomorrow. I have not gotten to check it out yet, but we will before the night is over with.
Easy digging.
Hey, Ezra.
Hey,
Got
Ezra.
John, FLX Detectorist.
John.
Frederick Romano.
Patrick.
Audra's favorite
I
name.
got this one. Javier Garcia.
Awesome. I love the way she
One.
says it. Hi,
And Audra herself.
Avia. Audra.
Jim Steele.
Hey, Jim. Good to see you tonight.
Little Miss Sassy. Emily. Little Dirt Diggers is in the house.
Emily.
And I'm getting a call. We're not going to take that call.
That's all right. I see Scott McClory is here.
Hey, Scooter.
And we dig metal detectors. Andy, hey, it's good
What's
to
up,
see
Andy?
you. And fun with dirt.
What's
And-
up?
Moved around a lot. DF Digger.
Dennis from DF Digger.
What's
That's
up,
right. What
Dennis?
else do you see?
Fun with dirt.
Fun with dirt.
Didn't say that one already. Mark. Markage.
Markage.
Mark Thomas. He was here to entertain the ones who came in early with a couple of jokes.
Mhm.
You can always count on Mark. Thank you, Mark.
Got Richie, Madison, Maine, hanging out.
Hey, the main boys are here.
Old Danny Boy just a digging. What's happening?
Bill Bortner.
Bill
Hi.
Bortner. What's up?
Bill
Scott
Borner,
McCoy.
Mr. Lucky.
The awesome Bobby, Underground Buddha.
Bobby.
Noco Silver.
Noco Silver.
Hello.
Andy, and
Good to
Wish Me
see-
Luck Metal Detector.
Awesome.
I think that's
That's-
everybody so far.
So far, I think hopefully we got you all. If not, just have a little hello, drop a little emoji in there so we can say hello to you. It is Monday and it is finally almost over. Hey, Squeak, are you bored yet? You've been out of school officially 1 week. Are you
Kind of.
bored?
We haven't
I
even
went
had time to
swimming
get out.
yesterday and went to the movie yesterday, so kind of.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten a chance to even kick some dirt lately. It's
Yeah.
been so hectic with work, the weather, and it was a beautiful day yesterday. It was in the 70s. 80s towards the evening. They went swimming and went to the drive-in. I've been stuck trying to get everything ready for this summer, man. Once it starts, it's a
doesn't stop.
snowball. Well,
just so
a
you
flame
know,
ball.
do not let your mom. Don't let your mom pick the day to go swimming that's 75 degrees. It was freezing.
You're like, well, 75 to you is freezing. 75 to us is really nice. That's a nice day. It's a good swimming day. I mean, we're New Englanders. We swim in the 60s.
3 days
But-
ago, we were 105.
Yeah.
So,
When you're 105, that's when you want to be in the water for sure.
I mean, it's been a roller coaster. I mean, we've been in the upper 90s, mid 90s, and then dropping down to 65 and 70. And tomorrow we shoot back up to 98. So.
Yeah, we had this weekend I would call was a fall detecting weekend. It was like 63 degrees during the day. It was like in the 40s at night. I did get to go out on Saturday a little bit. I hit a field in town where I work, and I've realized that the first 12 inches of it is mostly fill.
Mm.
My targets were deep. I was digging stinking Lincolns at 12, 13 inches deep.
I guess we're different because we love fill dirt. The fill dirt around here normally comes from areas they're clearing out, which were at one time battlefields. So
yeah, so that's good for you.
Awesome. Yeah.
I mean, I was on an old farm area. It used to be, you could see I took a couple of photos and you could see the old barn in the distance. You couldn't really see the house because of the trees. But the field the first field that I was on, it was just rocks and gravel and crap that they just brought in, that they dumped there. And it was just like, all right. And it's too bad too, because this is right in the center of town. It's a small little town. And this is where all the action was. But wow. That's why I was really hoping. I'm like, this is a field that not too many people I know hit. But
Bobby said he's still hitting the same spot for like 6 weeks now. Bobby's been killing it in that spot.
Bobby is killing it big time. That permission he has, don't give it up.
He needs to get a backhoe and a dump truck and take that dirt from there on back to his house and play with it.
The only thing I want to know, Bobby, is that going to be a planted field? Are they going to be planting on that in the next couple of weeks, or is it just one that they've tilled and they're not going to harvest until later? Yeah, Miss Emily's been hit in the water too. I saw that. She's out there in the water with her detector.
Yeah, she had an awesome day in the water.
I didn't she just find another ring?
Yeah, that was a pretty
Dirt
ring
Sweepers
too.
in the house. Ben and Rebecca, hi. Practical Ken, hey, good to see you.
Hey, Ken. Hey, man.
So yeah.
I'm too southern to say that name. How do you say that, Nancy? Main dirt
Sweepers.
Sweepers.
Like copper. Throw in our little New England accent.
I love hearing y'all talk though.
We love hearing you guys talk. You got the nice southern accent. It was funny. I spoke to a woman today on the phone from Tennessee. Some of my kids moved down to Tennessee, so I had to speak. I called and left a message. She called me back because we're trying to track down records and things. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun listening to her talk. I kept saying, I love your accent, and she kept saying, I love your accent. I'm like, no, you have the accent. I love yours.
That's how the Mason-Dixon line got started,
Yeah, like New Hampshire is Hampshire. We're hamsters. Hamster. We got the Maniacs from Maine. We got the Massholes from Massachusetts.
Dan Smoking Treasures. What's up?
Good to see you, Dan. So yeah, I did not get out on Sunday though. Even though the weather was good, I'm still very tired from my little sickness.
It'll be a while. It'll be a while.
It really is.
I'm gonna tell you, and as far as you walk to get to some of your stuff, yeah, don't do it by yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely take somebody with you. I mean, like I said, I feel for anybody getting over it. I had long COVID, and that
Oh,
was when it first started, and I still carry an inhaler with me. I mean, it's nasty.
It was
yeah.
so bad because he had it for like
13
two
weeks.
months, kind of,
Ooh, that's
and
not
he
good.
still has like breathing problems
Yeah.
with it.
And that was 2020.
Yeah,
So
Dennis
that's
Farley is
tough.
here.
Hi, Michael. I hope you feel better. He's not feeling well either. He's a little bit. Dan's took a nap today. First nap in over 20 years during the day hours. That's all I did was sleep. Oh, Anthony just said it took him 4 months to get his breathing back to somewhat
yeah.
normal. I'm really lucky it hasn't affected my breathing. It's affected my. I'm raspy still. I
Mm.
don't know if you can. I still have that throat issue and the raspiness. I was really lucky about that, except being tired. But you
Yeah.
know what? It's
Like I said, I mean,
summertime.
you walk a mile or two to get to some of your spots,
Yes.
man. I don't do it by yourself. Take somebody with you, or at least let somebody know where you are, because
Yeah. No, I did
there's
a
been
field.
there was a couple times after I had gotten over mine that we had gone out to places and we had to walk quite a distance.
Amanda, Digger to God.
Hey, Amanda.
Amanda Dicka
And
is here.
there was a
Hi.
couple times where I had to sit down in the ground just to catch my breath, and she's sitting there going, "Come on, Dad, are you okay?" No, Daddy's old right now.
Because usually I'm like 2 miles behind Kid, and he's all
Yeah,
the way up there.
and it's true. Estes Clock just said that is why he believes in the buddy system.
Hmm.
Thank you. It's true. Mostly, if I'm out in the woods, I'm usually with people. I mean, I do detect by myself in the woods a lot, and I try to be really cautious and I be really safe. It's mostly when it's off hunting season. When it's
Yeah.
not hunting season, I will go in the woods by myself, deep into the woods. When it's hunting season, I don't go deep into the woods. I stay closer to the roadways. I've run into too many hunters and other issues in the woods. But
Chris,
most of the time, hey Chris. Most of the time, I am with somebody when I'm out in the woods. This was an open field, so hopefully, if I dropped, somebody would have been there to pick me up. Oh, I wonder why she's laying down in the field.
oh,
I don't know.
it's rough, but take your time. Don't over push it, especially right now. The weather everybody's been having. Richie said they
Yeah,
just had frost. I mean, the weather is
yes.
weird.
It's very crazy.
I think it took that 420 to heart this year.
No, well, yeah, Audra's like, I won't go in the woods by myself anymore. I know we have to really be safe, and I hate to say this, but as a female, I mean, we all have to be safe, man or female. But as a female, yes, you do tend to be more observant of your surroundings. You have to be. I don't wear headphones when I'm in the woods. I don't even wear headphones usually when I'm on a field. With my hearing, I like to be aware of my surroundings all the time.
If we go in the woods, even when it's not hunting season, if we're going to be dedicated in the woods, we'll take our headphones off, just because I
Yeah.
like that noise being able to travel. I mean, I know y'all got the wildlife, but where we go out in the county beside us, they've done a lot of development, and a lot of the black bears got pushed out of their habitat, so now they're in neighborhoods, now they're
Hmm.
in farmers' fields, and it's not unusual to look up and see mama sitting not that far away, keeping an eye on you. So,
Speaking of that, 1 second. Yes, Amanda, I hope that doesn't happen. Amanda just says, just when you're feeling better, be prepared for at least another round of feeling cruddy.
mhm.
As you just said, black bears. So, update on my mama bear. As some of you know, I have a mama bear and 3 baby cubs that have been hanging around my house. And I haven't seen them for a few weeks. I mean, I saw them just as little, small little cubs, and I have not caught them on my trail cam at all. I know they've been in the yard. I've seen traces of them. My neighbor the next street over, which actually is to get to her house, you have to go through my woods, probably about half a mile.
Mm.
My neighbor on the next street over did a video of Mama and the 3 bears, and my cubs have gotten so big.
Yeah.
And come to find out, they are living in the backwoods of where my house is. My back property. There's over 100 acres behind me.
Oh wow.
And then on the other side of that is a golf course. So they're living closer to the golf course because somebody got onto the post and wrote, "Yes, the bears are living here. We see them every day. Please just keep your distance from them. We're
Hey,
being
Andy.
we're being respectful to Mama and all that." But it was so great to see them. She actually had a video, so I haven't, like I said, I haven't caught them on video. Hey, Andy, good to see you.
I'm gonna tell you what, bears aren't dumb. A lot of people think they're
No,
dumb.
they're not.
During the whole COVID, big lockdowns and whatnot, the trash wasn't getting picked up, the dumps weren't getting pushed down. Animals kind of figured that out, and even now, we'll go a week or two without seeing mail, without seeing trash trucks. Animals have gotten smart. They kind of know where the food's going to be sitting at for a while.
We have to lock everything well, just like up in Maine. They know everything's got to be bear proof and a raccoon proof around here. Anyways, why don't we?
Whenever
What
we
was
go
that?
when I used to go to the camp with him in the morning, we would always have to go to every building and pick up the trash can. And one time we actually, because the trash can wasn't knocked over, but we like to check in them because usually there's like a raccoon or something. And there was a raccoon that jumped out as soon as I opened the top.
Oh, yes, they will. Hey, Ed. That's the thing about the raccoon. Raccoons are very, very smart. So,
yeah. Hey, Ed.
So why don't we have some fun? I do have some things that have been sent to us, so we can find out what could it be. Can you see that, everybody?
Hey, at least that picture isn't as creepy as old boy with the eyeball.
What, you don't want me to use the creepy guy?
Oh my gosh, that dude.
What could it be, everybody? What could it be?
It looks like he's peeping through a peephole.
Oh, I know.
Creepy.
He's at the end, but he is a little bit he's a little bit on the creepy side, but it made me laugh when I saw that. Yeah, this one's a little bit more cartoonish, a little bit fun. So what could it be now? So why don't we start off with our first item? Now, the first item comes from Megan. She is on the New Hampshire Metal Detecting Facebook group. I am fascinated with this piece here, guys, and I'm really hoping that maybe we can figure out what this is. So I've got 3 pictures to show you. I'll show you the 3 pictures, and then I'll go back. That way you can see. One of them is scaled. So this is the front of the picture of her item. Isn't it awesome? I love this. This is the back of the item. Now we're going to scale it. It is just not too much bigger than a quarter. That is a quarter there. So I'm going to go back to the first picture because I want to point out some detail, and it's really hard to catch the detail, and I can't zoom in on this program. It really frustrates me. If you look at this picture, you need to look closely. You will see that it's got the image of the head, but right above the head, where you see the faces pointing to the left, then you see the hairline. Look at above the hairline. That is an eagle. There is an eagle there, and the wings are actually wrapped around the circle. And then it has all these fancy little bits around the sides. So I'm seeing a brooch, a tie clip, a tiny buckle, a sash buckle. And then that's the back. I mean, the back makes it really look to me like it's some sort of like a belt buckle. Like that piece there would have clipped into another little loop type of thing, like a rectangular loop.
It looks like a sash clip. I thought it was a coin that was mounted to it.
A brooch is what?
No, that's the size.
Brooch.
So Bobby's saying it's a brooch. It could be some kind of buckle. The back looks like it hooks onto something. Yes. So this was found in New Hampshire. She found this in New Hampshire. I'm not sure where. I didn't ask that. It looks like it's missing a strap, guys. Says it. It's absolutely fascinating. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people thinking it's some sort of buckle. Might be a suspender slide, a garter belt slide. I'd say
Scott said a scarf slide for a lady out on the town.
Yeah,
do you know this? Do you know this?
Clasp clip.
I love the detail.
It's got some fancy. I love those fleur de lis.
I mean, each one of these little I'll call them petals as they go out. It has like flower, a different type of flower on each one. Hey,
That's because we aren't on YouTube, Chris.
yes. But this definitely looks like. See, I don't know if there's something in that on the back, if that's just filled with dirt and crud still.
It looks
Or
like it's
actually,
pressed and probably soldered on.
yeah,
Because
that's
that's actually the design, the front design. You can see it
you can
right
see
there,
it.
the
Yep, I
opening
can see
there.
that
Hi,
there.
Juice.
Hey, Juice. What's up,
So
dude?
definitely, hey, Juice, good to see you. A vest buckle. I wouldn't. So yes, it's a fascinating piece. We're pretty much thinking that it's some sort of buckle or brooch. More on the
It's
buckle
pretty.
side for sure.
It's
It's
definitely pretty.
beautiful. I like I said, when I saw this piece, I asked her, I said, "Do you mind if I share this?" Because I mean, it's I love the detail on this. That is an amazing find to have. And I mean, dating that, I would say late 1800s to probably 1920, somewhere in that.
Daisy agrees with you.
But I would say more towards the
Victorian.
18, I would say 1890s, 1910 early. That's
Yeah.
really an early piece because then the head shapes on a lot of those early 1920s were more of that flowing hair
Yeah.
female type of thing.
And they
But
before that big takeoff, 1900s, things kind of looked unfinished almost.
right.
And that has kind of that. It's got that pop, but it's got that unfinished background. And that I've
True.
noticed that with a lot of our 1800s up to like 1905, 06, something like that. They'll have a lot of fancy, but then an unfinished piece somewhere.
Yeah, Deej just said the Gibson girl look it has. I can see that, Deej. That was a good catch, Deej. So yeah, thank you, Megan. If you're watching, thank you, Megan, for letting us share this piece. It's beautiful. Flip it over again. Okay. That's that side.
It's
Ezra,
broke.
that's the back.
There's some pieces broke off of it. You can see where they're broke off. It looks like
Yes.
it may have had some kind of end piece on it, but
But still, hey Roxanne, good to see you.
hey, Roxanne.
But no, I love it. Absolutely beautiful. The next one comes from Tim Ildigger. He sent this in. He thinks he knows what it is. Didn't tell me though.
It's a petrified
See if
deer
you
nugget.
know. So this is the front. He used a dollar bill to scale it. This is a metal piece. So I'm going to go through the pictures. That's the front. That's a side view of it.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it looks like to me. Hood ornament, Bel Air.
Oh, good eyesight. Now that you said that, I can see that. Someone says it looks like a cap rocket. I thought that too. I was thinking, oh, lawn dart, cap rockets when you're those ones that you drop. But nope, you're exactly right. I think it's a hood ornament. Now you just said that.
Look at the curve of that 1940s and 50s hood, and look at the curve on the front of that rocket right there.
But
Chris just said, yes, Bill, you got that right. It's front of a car.
The only one coming to my mind is a Bel Air, but it wouldn't be that color.
What car though?
I just said ding dong.
Yeah, well, as for color wise, yeah, I see what you mean. It looks like it's been painted over too.
Mm-hmm. Maybe repurposed on a bicycle or one of the old Fender bicycles.
Chris is like, I don't know the car, but he knows what it is. You are right. It's a hood ornament. Ding dong. Color is probably Patina. Probably is.
I mean, it's all great to me, but
I know Richie digs in the graveyard. He's got the car graveyard. He's like, yep, I dig enough car parts, and that is one of them. That's really cool piece, though, Tim. Thank you for sharing that with us. So the next one comes from Joe from Everything Treasure. This is beautiful. It's really hard to see, so you sent me a couple of pictures, and I've turned one of it sideways. So this is his first picture. This is the second, so you can see the size of it in his hand. It looks to be about 3.5 inches. There's another one. It says N It says MHSAA 1935 District Class D at St. John's, and it says won by. There is no name to see who it was won by.
Wow, that threw me off because I was thinking chauffeur tag.
This piece is a nice piece of history to have. The MHSAA is Michigan High School in St. John's. I guess St. John's, Michigan. Does that sound right? And it goes to a that's right, it goes to a trophy, a school prize. I kind of thought it might have been a plaque that went on something, because it doesn't look like there was any attachment. He didn't show me the back. So hey Trevor.
Hey Trevor.
Maybe it was
yes.
Like since it was in one of the classes. That is his class D, which I have no clue what that would be. They could have won it as a prize for like a subject if they had subjects back then.
That's true. Actually, Bobby just made a good point. The AA is probably Athletic Association.
Athletic Association, yeah.
So it probably went on maybe a trophy for one of their sports teams.
Yeah, maybe the faceplate on a trophy or district trophies.
I mean, looking at that, I wish I asked him for the other side of it to see, because
I would look and see if that high school is still around.
The high school is still around.
Get them to go through the archives.
That's a great idea.
Because the older high schools love taking pictures. In 1935, pictures were common-ish.
Hey, Digging for Life.
Digging for Life just made a thing. I thought it said 1B2 at first. But actually, there is a space there. It is won by.
The B is capitalized.
Yep, the B's capitalized. Because at first I was like, when I was Googling this, I was like, what is 1B? Is that like the name of the town or something? And then I went, oh, Nancy, the B's capitalized. It's won by.
Hey, Tim and Kathy, Team Clambake.
Yeah, it would be really great to see. Hey, Team Clambake. It'd be really great to see. I wish there was a name there. I zoomed in on this and I turned it black and white and I could not see any name or something. So, I mean, it could have been something KK, hi. It could have been something that didn't get written on because they lost it, or you know how we make up stories of things. Really cool piece. He did send me some of his really nice pieces, some coins and stuff, but I wasn't going to show them. But I did wanted to show this one.
It says Pokemon.
I know. That's why I wanted to show it. My daughter was a big Pokemon collector, and I figured Squeak, I don't know if you were into Pokemon. I've never seen a Pokemon
My brother
coin or token or whatever this is.
That looks like Little Dirt Diggers lost it because it's got her symbol on it.
It does. Doesn't it look like her logo? Hey, Scooter. But yeah, he sent this one in too, and I just said I have to show this because I know a lot of people know Pokemon, but I've never seen this. I mean, when my daughter was in school, she used to be into Pokemon and into those Pogs. I don't know if you remember Pogs.
Mm-hmm.
They were like these round chips things that you collected, but I don't remember a Pokemon being one. So it was really kind of cool.
There's a game you can play with Pokemon cards, and you get these little chips to play Pokemon with. I think that would be one of them. And it's pronounced Pokemon.
That could be one of them. So this is from Ezra. Easy digging. He says, this is a funky thin stamped copper thing. The first picture is the front. So look at the size of this. He's got it compared to a Merc dime.
It's got some fancy in there.
There is major fancy on this. He says it's very thin. It looks, the patina on it makes it kind of look really thin and coppery.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lot of that copper look for it. Ezra, where did you find this again? Do you remember? Was it a woods, a field, a house? If you're still with us. So this is the front. I love this because of, if you look at the center, it's like folded in and fancy design. This is the back.
That's real thin. Even the stamp goes right through it.
But the only thing that I am thinking Is that look at that complete rectangle square?
I
Doesn't
think
it look
that's
like a
upside down. It looks like a shield stamp. I think that picture's
oh?
upside down.
And before we continue, I'm gonna
Do
guess
you?
this comments to the other one than
What
Speak.
does it say, Squeak?
well, it says Estes Clark said Douglas Everett is 35, went to Dartmouth College,
Dartmouth
then
College.
Olympics, SP 1932.
Oh,
I don't
maybe
know
something to look at.
for.
Yeah, Ezra says it's definitely definitely copper.
Yeah, it
He
looks.
found it at his 1840 farmhouse permission. Chris says it looks like a hat badge.
Yeah, it looks upside down.
It
It looks like if
does.
you rotated it up, it looks almost like a shield design looking at it, but it looks
Oh, when you
upside
turn it
down.
around, the hole looks like it's a keyhole, says Frederick Romano.
Yeah, it looks
Bobby
like
says
that would be the keyhole would be up top, is what it looks like.
if we turn that around, and I wish I could. Maybe I'm gonna have to start doing the slides not through StreamYard and do it as a tab. And that way I can. This is what the back looks like, Chris. So the back is
I'd say that's a shield. That's a shield stamp.
if you absolutely look at that now, you can see that. I mean, that does look like a shield because it goes. If you go back to the front, now
I
picture
think
it
someone
upside
else
down
said
because
it
look
and
at
I
the
missed
bottom.
it. It looks like an escutcheon.
If you would turn that upside down, you would see it. It would bow down like that, and at the bottom, it looks like it's got the little leaves and ivory
Yep.
or little.
Brooklyn said decorative piece on a purse where the latch would go through the hole and twist it to lock.
Could
And
be.
he said my mom had.
Could be looking at the size of it. I mean, comparing that to a mercury dime.
And he said my mom had a purse like that.
Yep.
How old's your mom?
Yeah, it looks like an escutcheon. I think that's what they're called. Maybe they're not called that on purses, but you see them on trunks and door latches and things like that. Yeah, that's a beautiful piece.
It's
Man,
a beautiful piece. Absolutely gorgeous piece. Thank you, Ezra. So this is the second item he sent in. He said the second item is made out of lead and he's not sure what it could be. So I've got a couple of pictures of this. It's really interesting because when you look at the front and you look at the back of this, it's so different. But if you look at the front of this, you can see there's a design on it. I mean, I know with lead when it gets melted down, it gets all these funky things. But it almost looks like there's a little bit of floral leaves or something on the left. And then some designed like scallopy designs, lines going up in the right hand top. That is one side of it. But this is the back of it. Like it's almost completely hollowed out.
Is that lead or pewter?
He says it's lead. He
that
said
almost has a pewter
lead.
kind of texture looking to it.
Yeah, Ezra says it does have leaves and design on it. Let me just
wonder if it's a seal.
I think that's just the two pictures that I have.
I wonder if it's part of the seal.
I know on the other side, when you flip it like this, it looks like a toe tap. You know what I mean? That little curve shape of a toe tap. Maybe it was a molded toe.
It kind of does.
But as you just said, a fancy bag seal. I mean, once again, we're comparing it to a mercury dime. So this item is small. I know. Frederick says, wow, every time you find a thingy, you find a mercury dime. Could be, Scott says it could be a melted bale sail, maybe, or from a saddlebag, says Bobby. Mm-hmm. It looks melted. Yes, but the thing is, it does look melted, but you can see all the detail on this.
Was that a burned house site or barn site where you found that by chance?
I think this was still at his 1840s homestead that he found this. It was definitely round as a whole piece, he said, which you can see there. Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to tell once something's been melted.
Yeah, the back side's throwing me off. To like someone else said, it looks almost like a pewter type of
and that
finish in it.
And Chris just made a good point. Maybe it was a rosette if it was round.
Yeah.
Because that would be, because if you look at that, the fancy leaves on the left, the lines underneath could have been like scalloping lines going around.
Oh.
And that's just the broken back of it.
Yeah, it's
It's a
not
really
full. It's
yeah.
broken.
I mean that does the colors in that.
It's a pretty piece.
It
It
really
kind of looks
is.
like they broke it off and then like
They
Richie
built it.
just said there's a lot of
melted
mercs up
it
by
so
Ezra.
like it was all flat. Like they would make it
Ez-
flat.
yeah,
Because
Ezra
that
said
doesn't look
it's
like they would just
heavy.
break that and like
Yeah.
put it away. That looks like they've like melted it and made it smooth again.
Yes.
D said, ask
Yes,
the
the
Pewter
Pewter
Kings
Kings.
what they think.
Pewter Kings. What do you think it is? Brass would go on the front if it was a rosette, says Chris. But it
Now
is heavy.
we
I
have
mean,
found some lead over or pewter over lead rosettes down here. I don't know
oh,
how
okay.
common they are anywhere else, but we found some pretty fancy rosettes that ended up being pewter over lead.
So this one here, Ezra was unsure what this third item is, but after watching last week's live stream, he believes it could be a hat badge.
I
What
bet
do
you
you
it came
think?
with a Merc dime too.
Now we
What'd I tell you?
now
I'm sensing a pattern here.
We should have looked at the dates to see if it was the same Merc dime he was using. Hey, Michael Prosperin. Hello, just want to say hello and thank you. Oh, awesome. You're welcome.
Michael Prospect.
Oh, take care of her. Thank you for stopping in. It's always good to see you. So this one here, if you look at this, you can definitely see, once again, the size of it is smaller here. Now you have to wait to see the other pictures. You can see like it's got like it looks almost like an eagle feathery.
That looks
when
feathery, yeah.
doesn't it? It looks feathery.
And
And then you turn it.
that hole would be a big piece.
That's just those two pictures that he sent to me. But I mean, you can see the detail on it. I mean, at first it kind of like, oh, it's a crushed thimble when you look at it that way.
I mean, if that was whole, that would be a massive piece.
It's definitely a small little a purple haze merc, says Richie. I was going to ask him how it got purple because there is purple on there.
See, I can see
Ezra?
that perfect. So
Ezra says it's the same dime.
I would honestly say that could be bigger than a hat badge if it was whole, because that's massive.
And Chris is even saying he thinks it's a hat badge. And then it's definitely full eagle wings for sure. Oh yeah, you can see that. You can see that's an eagle wing, which is really cool. I wish you could find the rest of this. Had to use the light to show the detail. Smart idea, because the detail on this is really intense.
Yeah,
God.
that'd be a
Richie thinks it's a
massive
stamp. Is it? My opinion is it is a stamp. It's not enough to be sure. It's true. But Digging for Light just says it's bigger than a hat badge. Probably a decorated plate or some sort.
I'd say bigger than a hat badge too. I mean, the whole of that thing would probably be 4 inches.
Ezra, is it light or heavy?
Heck, she would have had
Just
to
kinda
pick it up and
curious.
use it everywhere.
I mean, I love the detail that you showed with it. By oops. A sword belt plate, Karen says it would definitely be big. Ezra says because it's just a small piece of it. It's thin stamped. All right, so it is thin stamped. Oh, Dennis says maybe a flask. Not a bad idea. Could be. It's Ezra. I'll tell you, those 3 pieces are pretty awesome.
Huh?
So it's time for the segment of KK. Karen, what the item is this? It's going to be our weekly segment. KK's what item? She was at an 1828 farmhouse in Vermont when she found this piece. She now knows what this is.
Ooh.
This is a gorgeous piece. Now, I got 2 pictures. This is the front. And then this is the back.
Ooh, that's thin.
It's very thin. You can see the reverse design on it.
That's a
Oh, you're
brooch or
welcome,
a
Ezra.
Smash buckle.
It's like, WTF? What can it be now? Says Richie. So I want to go back to the front because the front really has a lot of detail to look at. So, I mean, you can look at all the way around the edges. You see the fancy design. And
It
then you
just says
see,
all the way around.
I think
yeah, it's one of them
I know.
M&Ms.
I bet it was. I bet it was the first McDonald's fry stamp.
I think I
Oh
know what it
man.
looks like. What I can get it
What do you think it is?
on a lantern, maybe there'd be a thin little thing that would go through that tiny little hole, and you would turn it to turn on the lantern. Because if it's at a farmhouse,
I mean,
you need a lantern to go into your barn at night.
oh, there's a lot of fancy lantern pieces, but I mean, look at her ring she has on in her hand. So this is a
Mhm.
small piece. This is a gorgeous piece. If you look at the center, there's actually a pinhole.
Well,
There is a pinhole in the center. So
That's why
we
I
are
think
getting.
it's a lantern piece.
I'm gonna flip it to the back again, just so you can look again, so you can really see. You can see the pinhole right there. On the top, you can see the round little hangy piece. It's kind of makes you look like your tonsils.
it's an early Michelob pull tab.
Let's see what some of a colonial pull tab, a knee buckle, a half a buckle. You know, not one person has said what the first thing you look at. Not one person, Karen and I were talking about this. A knee buckle or sash, 2-piece belt piece.
Watch
Nobody has said it yet, Karen. Not a single person has said 1800s bottle opener. We were waiting for that.
Too thin. Too
Hey,
thin.
Jason.
Yeah, let's
I
snap
know.
probably.
You had to really oomph them bottle tops off them old ones.
It's Chris Sassy's picture frame. It's not a. We know it's not a bottle opener, but we were waiting for someone. Deej just said a dress clip.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, it's thin. That's real thin. So
It's
yeah,
very thin. Any other guesses before we ask Karen to tell us what she thinks it is?
What's up, Jason?
See, Karen just said, I thought it was a bottle opener when she first found it. Danny says, okay, the suspense is killing me. Karen. Oh, wait. Digging for Life just says, I'd say 1770 to 1800, 2-piece belt plate. Buckle is missing the bottom piece. That is an awesome guess. And you know your stuff. You really do.
North Jersey was a lurker, but the dog gave him away.
Good night, Dan. A Victorian
The
bottle.
dog
opener,
gave one
Karen
of our
says.
lurkers away.
Emily says woman's belt clip. Hold your ponytail in place. Bottom looks broken off. It does, yeah. The bottom kind of looks like it's got a broken piece or it's snapped.
What's up, Nathan?
Good to see you. Digging for Life might be right, Karen says. So Digging for Life says they believe it's a 1770 to 1800 2-piece belt plate buckle is missing the bottom piece, which is true. You can see the bottom piece is kind of missing.
Yeah.
That is an awesome piece of, I mean, you know, Karen is digging right in the smack of late 1700, 1812.
He uses one all the time, but he's not telling.
I would say if it's a buckle,
Hey!
it's got to go to a sash because that's thin. That'd be a little
It's
bit
very
too thin to hold an actual. I mean, belts were utility back then. So
Digger Dame is in the house, everybody. Hey, Digger
What's up,
Dame, good
Digger
to
Dame?
see you. Karen says most likely it's a lady's buckle. Yeah, that's Karen. That's a beautiful piece to have. I mean, I don't know if you're planning on cleaning it. Audra said I already knew this one, so she didn't guess. Audra probably already has one of these too. Yeah, that's a beautiful piece, Karen. I, you know what? Hey, David and Laura, I wouldn't even try to attempt cleaning that. I would display that nicely. It's a nice old bit of history to have there. That's right, exactly. Awesome, and that was the last one for this week. So,
it's creepy dude.
It's creepy dude. So, do you have an item that you want us to help identify it? And I need your items, people. We all have some. All you have to do is email your photos to us, and we will show it on our next live stream or on one of our live streams. Depends on if we want. I don't know if you guys want me to do this weekly. If you're liking this right
is
now,
fun. It's fun.
I mean, I love the guessing games.
And
We
it does have
all,
the show for us.
yeah, I mean, we all, it's one way to learn. All of us have different levels of experience when it comes metal detecting, and we all live in different areas, so we can identify different items. I love the fact I'm learning a little bit more as I feel early Victoria and Chris just said, keep it going, Nancy. We love it. Yes, thank you. Well, in order for me to keep it going, I need you. That's you and you to send me some photos. Go through some of go through your bucket. Every one of us has a big bucket or a car full like me of something that you're holding on to because you're just not quite sure what it is.
I have a
You
big
might think
pile
it's
of
crap.
stuff.
I know, as Ben just said, Ben and Rebecca just said, every week I dig something that we are not sure about, which is great. We find things, and this is how we learn is by sharing it with our friends. I know a lot of us go right over and drop them into the ID Me page or one of our Facebook pages, which is great. Because, like I said, you have so many different people looking at it. So we'll definitely be able to ID something. So go through your stuff this week. Send it to me at ambientgirldigs@gmail.com. If you can size it up next to something, next to a coin or a dollar bill, or
A
just to
Mercury
help
dime, most likely.
a Mercury dime. And if you don't have one, Ezra does. Karen has a few more of WTF. So that's going to be a weekly segment, Karen. I want a WTF from you every week. And your WTFs have been pretty fancy. So I appreciate that. They don't have to be recent finds. It could have been something you found last year or 2 years ago that you've been holding on. Like I said, we all hold on to things because we don't know what they are, but we know they were something. And we'll hold on to it until we figure out what these things are. So take a moment, send it to ambientgirldigs@gmail.com, and we will show it here on the slides. Do a little guessing. And remember, if you send something in, you will get some stickers as a thank you. So I'll send you out the Digging Life stickers upside down, some Ambient Girl stickers just as a thank you. Yeah, I know. Karen, this is the thing, Karen. I do ask to have these by Saturday so I can make the slide on Sunday. Karen, I didn't check my email this morning because I wasn't expecting anything. But now I know. Now I know. Check my email on Monday mornings just in case.
we get really annoyed when we can't ID something, so we research, and put it out everywhere. And I'll show everybody this one. This one threw me for a loop so much.
Hold on, I'm gonna close this right now. If you need my email address again, you can always find it in my About section on my YouTube page, or reach out to me on Facebook, the Ambient Girl page there. All right, so what do you have, Bill?
We have discussed this one.
Oh, yes.
Now, we know what this is, but it took us a long time to find out. And
anybody else have any guesses in the chat?
And
Screech is like, what is it? What is it?
She forgot already.
What it is.
She forgot already. But that one threw us for a loop for a long time. I mean, months. And nope, it's not Boy Scout. Not Boy Scout. This was on a farm that had been built in the late 1700s and actually still exists.
We found
Digging for Life. They know what it is.
We found.
They got it right.
They're close.
We found this before we got the Boy Scout.
Very close.
When I first dug it, the first thing that popped into my mind was a Hudson radiator badge. It's a radiator badge, but it's not a Hudson. It's from a vehicle called a HEP-mobile, HEP mobile.
As a cowgirl, I never heard of.
And we hadn't either, but it was really fun and exciting researching the HEP-mobile. That was the original gangster car before Ford took it over. And there you go. Hold
on, let me show it. I know it's hard to see if you're looking at it on your phone. It's
My
kind of hard
camera
to see.
sucks.
You know what, Bill? Send me a photo and I'll show it next week. We'll blow it up. I think I'm going to try doing the slides different so I can. That's a cool piece. That really is.
Well, came off of a HEP mobile, and it was an awesome find. And when we finally figured out what it was even cooler because then we got to research because I'd never heard of a HEP mobile, and I did a lot of research on the early gangsters.
How does that look like a full?
Yeah, they can now see.
No, kind of.
Well, like I said, send something in, and just for sending something in and for us showing it, I will send some stickers to you. Now, here's the thing. Because everyone here in the chat has been fabulous in trying to help out an ID, we're doing a giveaway just for you as a thank you. So you all have a chance to win something, including the people that have sent us something in. So I am going to call up the share. That is share the screen. I am going to call the StreamYard giveaway up. And I'm not going to, you don't have to put any matching text. All you have to do is just start dropping something in the chat. Anything. Say hello, say thank you.
And we are going to, we're going to add in the second ever given away Digging with Squeak keychain.
Ooh, you're going to get a keychain along with, I didn't even tell them what this week's giveaway is, did I?
A Merc dime.
It's Ezra's Mercury dime. No, it's not. All right, hold on. Let me just remove that for a minute. So you are going to have your choice of color of Dan lanyards. So I have an orange Dan lanyard. I have a red Dan's lanyard. Or a neon. Ooh, it doesn't come through.
Wow.
Yeah, the background. It's not going to work. It's a tree. It's a tree one.
It is the color of the trees. It's a green.
You can see the tree design.
So you will have your choice of one of those colors if you are the lucky winner of this week's giveaway. So I'm going to add that back in. There's 35 people here. 25 right now have dropped something in. So, yes, you have a chance to win. And as I said, this is just a way for us to say thank you for helping identify. Thank you for always being so supportive, always spending your Mondays with us. We do appreciate you all.
So if you're lurking, type something in.
Type something in.
Jersey, dog. Type again.
It's the invisible lanyard. Yeah. Can you imagine having an invisible lanyard?
Dan's lanyards.
So if you type something in earlier, it's not going to count. You got to type it in now. You got to type it in the next 30 seconds.
No, it's Jersey's dog. Type again. It's your job now.
Hi, Timothy. Everybody say hi to Timothy. Hi, Timothy. Ezra's nephew. Ezra's nephew's watching us. Hi, Teresa. You were lurking.
Teresa.
Dutch boy.
Remember, lurkers are our future friends.
Roxanne.
Hey, Dutch Boy Adventures, Dustin's here. What is up, my friends? Good to see you.
Well, them numbers went up to 30 entries now.
Yeah, 31 now, because we had all these wonderful lurkers. Remember, if you're lurking, as Dawn Shelley says, if you're lurking, you're losing.
Well, type it in. You got a Dan's lanyard and some stickers coming from Ambient Girl. You got a keychain and stickers coming from us.
Pretty cool giveaway, I'd say. Maybe I should type something. Hello.
And it's only the second keychain we've ever given away.
All right, a few more seconds, guys, and we are going to draw this because tonight, right after this, is Treasure Vortex with Amanda Degas and Gypsy. They are both on tonight. They have a special guest over on Speakers podcast. Also, Detect America is live over on Facebook at 8 o'clock. So you got two great things to go to right after this show. All right, guys, I am going to draw. You ready?
Hit it.
Squeak, countdown.
0.
Do it. Congratulations, the winner. Hi, Nick. Good to see you. Let's see who the winner's going to be. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Danny boy.
Danny boy just a digging.
Awesome. I think I saw him in the chat say something. I really need one of those. His broke or something, he said. Congratulations to Dan, old Danny boy. Dan, I might have your information still. Still, please email it to me to ambientgirldigs@gmail.com. That way I can share it. Let me switch this over. That way I can share it with Digging with Squeak so they can mail you out the stickers and key change. Congratulations, Dan. That was awesome.
And Shannon and Phil Bordner, my apologies. Yours was supposed to go out and unfortunately got put with our incoming mail. And it has been rerouted now. It is on its way to you.
And on that note, because that's how I was going to say too, I did not get my giveaways out because of dealing with COVID. I kind of like caught COVID, didn't get that week's giveaway out. So poor Alan is still waiting for his.
Hey,
I said that I was going to get to the post office by Friday this past week. I've had some up and down days with this. I did not get. So I got everything together over this weekend, put it all together, and went to the post office this morning. Guess what? The post office isn't open today. We have that new federal holiday today, and the post office is closed.
And I'm going to tell you, one of our buddies popped in, Dale from Whistle Pig Digging. He's an awesome dude.
Hey, Dale, good to see you.
He autographed a sticker for me. It's the middle of my new sticker, old sticker.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's already full, and it's been a month.
Yep. He's an awesome guy. Awesome. He's got an awesome channel over there, too.
So I won't be able to get to the post office tomorrow because of my schedule. So I am aiming for Wednesday, everybody. So Phil, I apologize. Alan, I apologize. Everybody that I owe stickers to right now, I apologize. This has just not been the week for me getting there. And I was all psyched today to get there today. So my next aim for the post office is going to be Wednesday because it won't be tomorrow. Tuesdays are my craziest days.
Yeah, but the way I'm working is I'm out in the middle of nowhere at a 200-acre camp.
And I'm 5 minutes away from my house.
Yeah, so we will definitely get these out.
Hey, Brian.
Hopefully over the next couple days. We are trying, and we apologize. We are trying.
I can walk to my post office.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
You ding dong.
Right there.
You'll get it. It's just been that type of week. Yeah, Ezra, send it to me again just in case, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Justin. Yeah, Dustin, yes. I am getting better. I'm sounding still raspy, but I am slowly getting better. It's,
Whiskey
gotta
helps.
Smile. That's all you can. And maybe that's what I need. I just got
helps.
water.
That's too clear unless it's moonshine.
Thank you, John. Yes, it is good to be feeling better. Got it, guys. So we will be back next Monday night with another show. And if you have an item, please send me that to ambientgirldigs@gmail.com so we can spend some time together trying to figure out what it is. And like I said, you could win a prize too.
I think it's an awesome deal. I really do.
I love trying to figure this out because this is what I do after every hunt. After every time I go digging, I take the things that I have no idea and I start Googling and trying to research to find out what it is.
I
So
found
yes.
out this new app when you take a picture of your finds on your phone.
Thank you, Roxanne.
You can click on the picture and photos, and then go to
Lens and it's Google
Lens
image.
and go to and it should pop up search, and then it'll show you your.
That's not a bad idea.
Pictures you'll find.
Yeah.
That's how I
right.
found out what my dad's Confederate pin was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are just passing the 8 o'clock hour. I'm going to look into that app because I bet that's pretty cool. Something like that just to have
It's
with
on
you.
photos.
It's Google Images. It's just a quicker way to Google images.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So send us your finds. All right. As Mark Thomas just said, next week, same bat time, same bat channel. And Mark, see, this is brain fog. I can't speak properly. And Mark will have some more jokes to keep you entertained before the 7 o'clock hour. Oh,
Be
hi, Team
safe.
Lynch. Good to see
Be
you. Oh,
happy.
please, no worries at all. I'm going to go back and watch your premiere.
Everybody be safe, be happy, have fun.
Have a great week. Tomorrow, remember, is Tuesday. You've got Digging with Deej at 5:30 live. Right after Digging with Deej is Jersey History Hunter at 7. Ed Flash in Your Pan is 8. After that, Wednesday, Underground Buddha.
Underground Buddha.
Bobby, anything goes. You never know what's going to happen on a Wednesday night. And if you have crap pictures to share, Dawn and Shelly, Thursday, Can You Dig It at 8 p.m. on YouTube?
Send your
Definitely.
crap. That's the
Definitely
only
send them
show
crap.
giving prizes for crap.
That's right. Remember, you can win a prize here for your stuff that you don't know what it is. You can win a prize for your good finds on Jersey History Hunters, because they always do giveaways. And you can win a prize for your crap on Thursday nights for Dawn and Shelly. That's 3 weeks. I mean, 3 shows in a week that you can win something. And Bobby, for anything goes, he always has a giveaway or 2 up his sleeve. That's right. BYOB with Bobby. No, Team Lynch, no worries. I'm looking forward to seeing your premiere. So, everybody, it is now 8:03. I am going to say good night to you. Remember, be safe. Have a good week. And I'll catch you in one of the chats this week.
See y'all.
Send me your stuff. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Dick and Squeak. Bill and Squeak. For all your help. See, Dick and Squeak.
Cheers.
Brain fog. Cheers. I am going to go chill. Email sent. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Have a great week. Treasure Vortex and Detect America is on. Bye, guys. As Bill says, free.